all Hindus governed by this act. This act applies except the persons who are Muslim, Jews, Parsis, and Christians. They cannot adopt under as per their personal laws also. Adoption law is governed by three acts. First is Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act, then Guardianship and Wards Act, and third is Juvenile Justice Act. So first we will discuss the provisions of Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act, wherein the person who is adopting should be capable to adopt, wherein conditions are same, like he should be major, sound mind, and Hindu. Likewise, person who are giving their child for adoption, they should also be Hindu, of sound mind, and major. If male Hindu is adopting, in that case, he should, if he is married, in that case, consent of his or her spouse is very much required, which is a mandatory requirement. Without the consent of spouse, no one can adopt. We cannot even say that if a spouse kept silent on an adoption by his or her spouse and he has not participated or has not given consent, that adoption will not be treated as valid. An adoption can also be made by a person if his or her spouse has renounced the word or has renounced the Hindu religion or has been declared as unsound mind by the competent court. Likewise, a female Hindu can also adopt. This was not the position before 2010. A Hindu married lady was not competent to adopt a child, but after amendment in this act in 2010, the Hindu male and female has been both been placed on same footings. So now both of them can adopt, provided their spouse has given consent. If a female widow adopts a child, in that case, that child will be treated as a child of her late husband. Suppose if she remarries after adoption of that child, in that case, that adopted child will be treated as a son or daughter of her late husband. And the person with whom she will remarry will be called as stepfather, or if the male Hindu is there who after adoption remarries, in that case the new wife will be treated as stepmother of the adopted child. Now, which child can be adopted? There should be capacity of a child who can be adopted. So he should not be more than 15 years of age. Again, the child should be Hindu and he should not be married. And if any customs provide that a child who is married or is above the age of 15 years, in that case, the parties will have to prove before the court that this custom prevails in their community and therefore the adoption was valid. So these are the three conditions: that a child must be Hindu and he should not be adopted earlier. That means a child can be adopted once only, not twice. The person who are capable to give an adoption are only the natural mother or father or the guardian who should be appointed by the court. A stepmother or stepfather cannot be treated as a natural guardian and therefore they cannot give the child in adoption. Other conditions which are required for this adoption is that a person who is adopting, if he is adopting a son, in that case he should not have a living son or grandson or great grandson. Or in other case, if adoption is of a girl child, in that case the person should not have a daughter or a granddaughter. This situation differs in case the son, natural born son, is lunatic or idiot. In that case, if Mitakshara laws prevails in that community, then they can adopt a son to carry on the lineage. There is a difference in our Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act and Juvenile Justice Act, because in Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act, the age of child is 15 years, which who can be adopted, while as per Juvenile Justice Act, the age of a person who can be adopted is 18 years. Then what will be the effect of adoption? From the date of adoption, the child will be treated as a natural born child of the family who has adopted, and all the connection with the natural family in which he was born will be treated as severed. The adopted child will have all the rights in the family who has adopted that child, and will have property rights also, and all the obligation along with it. Now, right of adoptive parents to dispose of their property will not get affected by adoption of any child. They have the liberty to dispose of their property as they wish. They can make will. It will not be affected by the adoption of a child. Then there are determination of adoptive parents, how it will be decided. Suppose an unmarried person adopts a child. In that case, if after adoption he or she marries, in that case the spouse will be treated as stepfather or mother. The person who has adopted with the consent of spouse, in that case they will be treated as their adopted father and mother. Suppose if a person has two wives, in that case the senior most wife will be treated as the adopted mother. This adoption cannot be cancelled, and it, as per Indian Registration Act, it is required that adoption deed must be registered, and it is a mandatory requirement under section 17 of the Indian Registration Act. This Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act prohibits any payment towards adoption, and which is a punishable offense, as well as under IPC also. Now there is a difference, as Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act only applies to Hindus, while there is no provision in Muslims as well as Parsis, Christians, and Jews. So they cannot adopt a child, but they can be appointed as a guardian under Indian Guardianship and Wards Act. That too till the age of 21 years, when the child will attain the age of 21 years. In that case, that relationship also is of only guardianship. The child will not have any right as of natural born child or adoption, because in Muslims there is no concept of adoption is provided. Therefore, if a Muslim person wants to adopt, he can adopt under Juvenile Justice Act. Under Juvenile Justice Act, only those child which are destitute or abandoned, who are orphans, or who are in conflict with law. Conflict with law means a child who is found guilty of any offense and has been rehabilitated to the centers. So this Juvenile Justice Act has been made to rehabilitate those child also. So any person can adopt any child uh, under Juvenile Justice Board, and there is a authority which is Child Adoption Regulatory Authority (CARA), through which all the process is used to be done. So if a person is adopting a child from his or her relative, in that case, adoption deed should be registered with the registrar, which should be signed by the parties who are taking the adoption, who are taking the child, and the persons who are giving the child. One most important thing is that giving of giving and taking ceremony of the child is most important. If a deed is registered by saying that this child has been adopted, but there is no actual ceremony of giving of the child, in that case, that adoption is not valid. And suppose if a person, the one condition I forget to tell, that is, if a male or female adopts a child who is of opposite sex, then there should be a difference of at least 21 years in their age. Suppose a man is wants to adopt a girl child, in that case, he should be senior. There should be difference of 21 years in the age of that girl child and the adoptive parent or the boy. Like if same is the condition in the case of woman, if she wants to adopt a male child, then she should be elder, or there should be a difference of 21 years of age in the adoptive child and the mother. In a case where it was found by the revenue department that adoption deed is registered, but the child was married and of 35 years, who was adopted by a female who was only 50 years. So as there was a difference in age of only 15 years, that adoption deed was declared invalid and that adoption was treated as void. So all the Hindus are usually governed by this Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act. In a recent judgment, Supreme Court held that Juvenile Justice Act is should be read in harmonious construction with Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act. If a person wants to adopt a child which he already has in his family, like if he wants to adopt a son which he already have, and from the person, from a child who is abandoned or who has been surrendered or who is orphan, in that case, Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act prohibits this kind of adoption, but Juvenile Justice Act provides this kind of adoption is valid and possible. Yes, I will share the citation. There are three citations that I will share in the group. Then this Guardian and Wards Act, the difference is that person can be appointed as guardian only, and after a certain age, which is 21 years in that case, the relationship is of Guardian and Wards Act. So the child become an individual and he will not be treated, he used not to be treated as a family member of the person who has been appointed as guardian of that child. For applying adoption, like if anyone wants to adopt from CARA, in that case, they will have to make an application to the regulatory authority, who will, and there are certain forms which are required to be filled up by giving the financial status and all the questionnaires which are to be put to the adoptive parents. Thereafter, inquiry is used to be done by the regulatory authority of the house and family and the social status, everything. Thereafter, parents can visit after satisfaction of the regulatory authority. The adoptive parents used to visit and to select a child which they want and to give their choices. And once all these procedures in the authority is done, and after that an application petition is used to be filed before the district court, where parties appears and court passes an order regarding adoption. And in the this procedure usually take 2 or 4 months as per the guidelines provided under the CARA. And thereafter order is passed by district court granting certificate. And if there is birth certificate, in that case, the name of adoptive parents used to be inserted in that birth certificate of that child. This was the procedure, and if anyone wants to ask any question, they can.
Ma'am, this is Advocate Shailendra Deshpande. Am I audible to you? Hello?
Yes, you're audible.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I've got one question. I'm practicing in Pune. Now we have got one query that now it is mandatory to make an application to district court under Hindu Adoption Maintenance Act. Get the order of the court, and then that order can be registered in the sub-register office. But initially we directly used to register the adoption in sub-register office with the consent of biological parents. So is it changed recently or not? Is it now mandatory to get it order of the district court for the adoption?
Your voice is very slow. I could not hear.
Anita ma'am, should I repeat my question?
Anita ji, can you please explain? I was unable because voice is very low, and or if you can put the question in chat box. Or Anita ji, if you can repeat the question.
Shailendra, just put it in chat box, please.
Okay.
Okay. It was actually long. Anybody having another question, please. वंदना जी, वो ये साइटेशन बोल दीजिए ना, आपके पास नोट में होगा तो.
Yes, I am mentioning that.
Meantime, जब तो शैलेंद्र क्वेश्चन लिखते हैं. Anyone wants to ask any question related to adoption can ask or can write in the chat box. Shailendra has written the question. Can you read it?
So if adoption is between relatives like brother and sister, they are the adoptive parents and giving their son to their brother or sister. In that case, only this adoption deed is suffice. Or otherwise, that they should move a petition before the district court and get an order from the district court. In Delhi now it's made mandatory.
Shailendra is from Pune.
This order from court is not required to be registered. Only the adoption deed is required to be registered.
Okay. Any other questions?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
What all documents are required for filing the case of adoption?
The I cards, this ID card of the parties, PAN card. If it, the ID cards, PAN card, and their affidavits will go along with that petition. This Aadhaar card.
Nothing.
If adoption is out of India, in that case, their passport also required.
Okay.
There is
Thank
one
you,
more
ma'am.
question from Vartika. Can a person adopt more than one same-sex child?
Yes, he can adopt under this Justice Juvenile Board Act, because I will provide the citation wherein Supreme Court held that Juvenile Justice Act as well as Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act should be treated in harmonious construction with each other. And if a family having a child with if they are having a daughter and they again want to adopt a daughter, in that case they can adopt under Juvenile Justice Act,
Okay.
provided a child is abandoned or surrendered, if he falls in that category.
Vartika's next question, even if unmarried,
Yes, even if unmarried means they won't have their own natural child, they can adopt child. Only one condition is there, that if they are adopting a child of opposite sex, in that case there should be difference of 21 years. Like Sushmita Sen, I think she has adopted 2 or 3 daughters.
Ravina Tandon too. Another actress, Ravina Tandon, has also adopted.
No, divorced woman is not required to take consent of her previous husband, because the connection between them is severed by the divorce decree. In that case, she can adopt a child in her own capacity. There is no need of seeking permission from her previous husband.
आप म्यूट हो गई हो, एक मिनट. You are mute, वंदना. अनम्यूट कर लीजिए. हाँ, वापस से रिपीट
Yes, yes. Any person of any religion can adopt under Juvenile Justice Act. This is the beauty of this act. Otherwise, there was no provision for adoption by Muslims or Christians, Parsis, Jews. As Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act only applies to Hindu.
एक इनका भालेराव जी का क्वेश्चन है, अनमैरिड मैन कैन अडॉप्ट द चाइल्ड गर्ल. Unmarried man can adopt the child.
Unmarried man can adopt a child, yes, but there should be difference of 21 years of age. Under Juvenile Justice Board, a child who is up to 18 years can be adopted, while as per Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act, the age of child should not be more than 15 years.
My question is, ma'am, can adopt
Any
girl child?
person from any religion can adopt child under Juvenile Justice Act. There
Girl
is no
child. My
prohibition.
question is, ma'am, hello. Girl child can adopt man?
You're not audible.
आप रिपीट कर लीजिए. मैन कैन अडॉप्ट अ गर्ल, उनका कहना है.
Yes, they can adopt. Men can adopt a girl provided there is a difference of 21 years of age. There is a question from Navroz Havawala. It's a noble deed to adopt. How can anyone object? So what are the citations about? No, citations you want to know about where the other religion, person from other religion can adopt. This citation I will provide.
Hello, can you hear me, ma'am? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, just now you said that as per Juvenile Act, the minimum age of the child should be 18 years. I mean, the maximum age should be 18 years. And as per Hindu Adoption Act, it should be maximum 15 years. So both are conflicting one another. Which one will prevail there for the Hindu?
Oh, this is.
वापस से आपका क्वेश्चन रिपीट कर लीजिए प्लीज.
Ma'am, can you hear me, ma'am?
हेलो
किसी का आवाज आ रहा है, प्लीज म्यूट कर लीजिए घर में बच्चों को.
Sir, no, the question is, a man wanted to marry a divorced woman and also want to adopt her child. Does such man and divorced woman require to get consent from biological father? Yes, sir. Without permission of the biological father, a child cannot be given into adoption. There is also a judgment again, wherein by Delhi High Court, where it is said that if the relationship between wife and husband has been severed by divorce decree, it does not mean that the biological father will not have any right on the child.
अभिमन्यु जी को कोई क्वेश्चन है, हैंड रेज किया है, आप पूछ सकते हैं अनम्यूट करके खुद को सर.
can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
After filing the case before the district court, is there any time limit that within which under Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act?
I am unable to hear you. Can you please write down your question in chat box?
Okay. Now you can hear me?
I think on from my side.
Okay, it's okay. I'm writing my question. Thank you.
We have 3 minutes, huh? Vartika का एक क्वेश्चन है मीन टाइम में. Does the adopted child has any right on property of his or previous family?
We can carry on in another session because within 2 minutes it will be difficult for me to answer.
ठीक है, हम लोग वापस
Yes, sir. Adopted child, if any property is vested in him before giving him in adoption, in that case he will have that property along with obligations to the family. If there is divesting of property, in that case only.
एक क्वेश्चन आया है.
Does the adopted child has any right on property of his or her birth? This is the question. Sir, if any property is vested in that child by the family of birth, in that case, that property will vest if it is specifically vested in that child. In that case, it will vest, and along with the obligations or responsibility which will come along with that right.